If you have been struggling with your trading psychology, this is the video that you need, because I will give you 2 tips that will help you to fix your psychology once and for all. Over the past few months, I've spoken to a lot of different traders, and there's one thing they all have in common, and that's that they mostly make mistakes with their psychology. And particularly one topic, and that is that they make mistakes because they want it too bad. And in this video I will explain how to fix that issue, because wanting it too bad, wanting to make trading work too bad, will create bad trading behavior, and because of that bad trading behavior you're going to make mistakes and therefore you're going to lose money. So how to actually fix that, that's what I will explain right now. So the mistake, wanting it too bad, it doesn't really seem like a mistake, but wanting it too bad will make you force trades that you shouldn't really take. And that's what I see over and over again, because you want to make that monthly income. You have bills to pay and you really want to make it work. So the next thing you do is forcing trades that you shouldn't really take. And that's an issue that really a lot of people do have. And the simple fix for that issue is going to be having a part-time job that will cover your monthly expenses. And I know it sounds boring and you got into trading because you want to get rid of that big boss. I understand. But if you have a stable income source that will allow you to pay your monthly expenses without getting income from trading, that will really take the pressure of things, because you don't have to perform. It's basically the same as when you are with a woman and you want to perform. It's not going to happen. And it's the same with trading. If you really want and need to perform, it's not going to happen. And if you have this part-time job that covers all your expenses, it will take the pressure off things. And because it takes the pressure off things, you're going to be able to follow your plan in a way better way. If you don't have a trade for a day, that will be totally fine then. You just wait for the next day. While if you really need to make money, you will probably find a way to force a trade and therefore lose money and go into this downward spiral, because then you beat yourself up because you shouldn't have traded, and it goes on and on and on. And so many traders are stuck in that loop. And if you are able to get these expenses covered, it will really solve a lot of those issues. So find a way to get a part-time income to cover your expenses, and do it in a way that you like. Maybe if there's a way for you to work from home, then you can schedule your own time, you can put a lot of time into trading. Honestly, that's the perfect thing to do. And the reason I know these things is because topic number 2 I want to discuss is tracking your mistakes. And it's again completely boring, but if you track your mistakes and then ask yourself why you make them, you get to the underlying issue. So a lot of people are trading outside of the plan and they're not following the plan. And if I ask them, why did you take that trade outside of your plan? I don't know. And then if I keep asking, I get to the underlying issue, which often is wanting it too bad. So if you keep a track of your mistakes and you make a list of your mistakes and you write down exactly which mistakes you made, and then put a column next to it, which is going to be why. So why did you make that mistake? Why did you go out of your trading plan? Why did you not put in the right risk parameters? Whatever it is, but the why is really important, because the why is going to bring you to the underlying issue. Because knowing the mistakes you make is step 1, but it's not going to solve the underlying issue. Because if you know after, for example, you've been tracking it for a month, all your mistakes, you know the mistakes you make, but you don't know why, then you have a list of the mistakes you make, but how on earth are you going to fix them, because you don't know the underlying issue? So asking yourself then why you make these mistakes brings you to the cause, and then you brainstorm ideas to fix those mistakes. And now onto the bonus step, which is going to be, if you've mastered the first step, so getting a part-time income, making sure you can pay your bills, take the pressure off, and then number 2, tracking your mistakes and asking why you make them, you will already fix a lot of your issues. But then another thing that brings a lot of issues when it comes to trading and trading psychology is going to be unrealistic expectations. And that's because of all these gurus online will tell you to make 10% a week or even 1% a day and those type of things. And that's completely ridiculous, because you cannot make 1% a day. You cannot consistently make 10% a month. That's ridiculous. And most people think that's normal when it comes to trading. And because they think in their mind it's normal to make 10% a month, they feel bad when they only make 5% in a month. And because they only make 5%, they're like, oh, I'm not good enough and I'm gonna force trade because I need to make 10% a month because he tells me that's normal and he tells me that's needed. While in reality, a 5% month is really, really good. So having realistic expectations will again put the pressure down on yourself. And taking the pressure off and also knowing what is normal, what's not normal. So for example, a 20% year is absolutely amazing. And if you aim for that instead of making X amount per day or X amount per month, and knowing that 20% per year is good, it will lower your expectations, it will lower the pressure you put on yourself, and it makes trading way more relaxed. And because it makes it more relaxed, it's going to be easier to follow your trading plan. And I know there are going to be bad periods. If you trade for a career, if you want to trade for a living, if you want to trade, year after year after year, there's going to be a period where you won't make money for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, sometimes even a year. But if you lower the pressure and if you master your psychology, it's going to be way easier to handle those periods. And that's really crucial because after 1 month of losing or 2 months of losing, most people will throw in the towel. And that's why a lot of people lose. Even when they have a profitable strategy, they throw in the towel because they don't have the confidence, they don't have the realistic expectations. And that's a big reason why people will fail with trading, and then they look for the next thing and the next strategy because he tells you it's the best one. Then it works for 2 months, goes into drawdown, you go to something else. It's all, again, that circle that you don't want to be in. So work on your realistic expectations. Keep track of the mistakes you make. Why do you make them? And make a plan to fix those issues while just getting that income from that side job. And I think then you put the right environment around you, and that's going to make it way easier for you to succeed in trading, and it will solve a lot of your psychological issues. The next thing that you can work on is building discipline outside of your trading, because discipline is a muscle, and if you build discipline outside of your trading, it will help you to have discipline with your trading as well. And then work on confidence in your trading ability. Because if you have confidence in your trading ability, you will follow your plan in a way better way than if you don't have confidence. So those are all things that you can work on. I would say just pick 1 or 2 things, put it as your main tasks for the next month, work on those things, and then the next month after, work on the other things. And then by the end of the year, you've fixed most of your psychological issues and you're way more on track than what you used to be. I do hope that this video helps you. I hope you learned a lot from the tips I gave you. If you have any specific cases that you're struggling with, so any specific mistake or anything else, comment down below with your mistake and I will help you out and give you some free advice to fix that issue. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and see you next time.